Final word, climate change and my community. Contents. How does climate change affect my community? 2. What is climate change? 3. What is the origin of climate change? 4. How does climate change affect my planet? 5. Final thoughts.
One step at a time, you reach the top.
Hello, girls. Do you see the contents implementing new ways of carrying water?
Seriously, it is a variation that's in beginning recorded in the planet climate, attributed directly or indirectly to human activity, and that alter. Like water projects do you have in your municipality?
To avoid overweighting, they chose more sustainability garden.
Oh, I understand how my community since 2019 that water is allowed between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m.
No, this is different. I was replacing the grass for lavenders and other plants that's requiring less irrigation.
Yes, that's agreed. I also read that these hot showers were reduced to 3 minutes, and they give an outlet that lasts 3 minutes.
That's great, but is this improvement also at the national level?
I think the government has a program to protect and punish the misuse of water.
It's true. The government designed a plan of the plan the sex of increments the derivative of water and improve the efficiency of use when they are usually to supply for human composition and the food production.
True. Now that you remember, the government blamed us for excess use of salt water, irrigation technification for food production, rural potable water, and efficient use in cities.
Read, but I think that these steps to follow are more general if we want to have a real vision. It's correct to focus on the communes that belong to.
I think the same. I'm from Ñuñoa, and in my commune, there are 13 supply in case of service interruption due to bad weather.
Gather water is responsibility waste. In the phrase used by authorities to hasten this project to enemy. What is the climate change? The climate change is a human activity that have fundamentally increased the concentrations of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere. Warming the planet with human intervention, natural factors will like drag on planets into cooling period. What is the origin of human change? The second industrial revolution and the use of fossil fuels since the 2011th century have a generation of higher concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, production and increase in the global temperatures and change. In the world climate, as a result, there is an increase in water temperature and change in the water cycle. The glaciers are rapidly melting. There are drugs in the climate competition of oceanic jets. In Chile, climate change use a deficit reference. The foreign human have taken measures and mitigate water shortage.
Each contribution, no matter how small, is a step to improve sustainability, especially of water, which, as you already know, there is no hope that water will last more than 30 years or it is run out.
Exactly. Climate change manifests itself from water by alternative is cyclone. When the climate varies, rocks, floods, glacier melting, sea level rise, and storm intensify with serious consequences. To the point that the water is no longer drinkable.
It's true, the alteration of water cycle will modify the precipitations, increase the humidity of the soil. We're taking about the fact that in the future we will be more humidity and less water.
So are you saying that if there is more humidity, it will also be colder?
I think it will be the other way around. Warmer air can hold more moisture than cold air. If we live in warmer world, there will absorb more water from the ocean, lakes, soil, and plants.
This means that if this continues, the water will negatively affect drinking water supplies and agriculture, and not only that, the warmer water is cold, so enter human lives. Alternative to mitigations, what does your community is recycling and use of homes, consumption of the water, preferring can transport with the environment such as the cyclines, prefer products that not generate greenhouses or gas for their production.
Final thought.
Small change to help the planet in temperature increase by 1.5 Celsius grade. There will be no going back. The main responsibility for climate change are humans, and I make a weak change we can fix it or damage to the planet. The impossible always take a little longer. Thank you.